Hey guys, what's up? This is the AniViewer, and today we're gonna be showing you my anime collection. Yeah. So anyway, before we get into it, I just wanted to say that this is actually a introductory kind of thing. So I will be actually making review anime videos in a few, based on certain things. We'll get more into detail on that at the end of the video. But anyway, let's jump into it. So over here, we have a handful of anime DVDs that have been signed by various voice actors. And then right next to me, we actually have some swords here that have been signed as well. They're both from Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, or Fate Stay Night, whichever, however, or even Heaven's Feel, whichever one. Anyway, this one has been signed by Bryce, and the other one has been signed by Carrie Walgren, which is the voice of Saber in Unlimited Blade Works, Heaven's Feel, and Fate Zero. And then up above here is actually a handful of your autographs for Blu-ray signings. On one shelf. And as we get to the very, very top, we actually have some steel books on the first rack. This one actually has been signed by both Vic and Aaron for Full Metal Alchemist. Anyway, moving on, and then actually we have another one back here, which is Magical Shopping Arcade Abanashi, signed by John Swayze. Then we get to the middle rack. This one has some Blu-ray and some DVD box sets signed. So this one has been signed for Claymore by Stephanie Young for Claire. And then this one has been signed by Tia Ballard and Aaron Dismuke signed as well. Some other handfuls of people there also. Now, this one's a cool one. So I actually met Steve Bloom recently, which is the voice of Spike in Cowboy Bebop. So I got this figure signed by him. Man, that was a great signing. Anyway, and this box has also been signed by a decent amount of people. Fun fact, I actually do have the signing for this character as well, which is voiced by Carrie Walgren. Down below, Klaus is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. So yes, I technically do have the two, even though they're not on the main box, besides the one. And then this one has been signed by Vic for Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Then as we get to the middle section here, we actually do have one Blu-ray box signed, which is for Guilty Crown. And then this is the Blu-ray collection. Like, this is just the whole stack. This is all just Blu-ray, nothing else. And then as we go this way, we actually do have some Full Metal Alchemist over here. This one actually has been signed by the main three for Full Metal Alchemist. So we have Vic, Aaron, and Caitlin Glass. So we have all three there. And then icing on the cake, we do have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, also signed by Vic. Then over here, we have a small portion of the Dragon Ball Z signings. Top rack here, we have a bunch of Stephanie Nonnelly signed. And then middle rack, we have a mixture of Mike McFarland signed. And a little fun fact, this is actually one of the first times he voiced in Dragon Ball. Like, this is his very first voice signing, and he actually voiced these two here. Plus Master Roshi. Then as we get to the bottom, we have Vic Mignogna signed for Brawley, and then we have some more Stephanie Nonnelly in the center. And then over here, we have Kyle Hebert signed. And then, as we go over here in the corner, we actually do have Tokyo Ghoul signing for Austin Tyndall, which voices Ken Kaneki. And we come around this way, and we actually have even more autographed DVDs. Slowly by slowly going down the racks. Then behind me, even more Blu-ray signings by various voice actors. And then down below that, we actually have a portion of the Trigun stuff collection. This one actually has been signed by Johnny Young Bosch for Vash. And then this right here, this white rack, is all of our complete box series sets. And then we do have one rack here that actually does have more of your anime films set lot right here, this little lot here. And above that, above that is all of these box sets that have been signed by various voice actors as well for these complete box sets. And actually behind the Trinity Blood box, you'll see that I have a copy of the same thing. Reason being, this is a sealed copy of the same box. And then now he's gonna just slowly show you, going across. Everything here is all complete series sets. All right, after that, we're gonna step in here. Reason being is, I'm gonna show you where it all began. So come on. So over in here is the Halo collection. This is actually what kind of originally what I collected at first. Big fan of it. By the way, this is only about a quarter of the collection that's out. Then anyway, I will show the two items. These two are the starting items that actually started with the anime signings. This one, actually, I do have a couple of names I can name off for you, which is Jerry Jewell and Monica Riol and some other ones on there as well. Then on the assault rifle, we have, I know that Natalie Hoover signed and some others. But yes, those two are the main two that actually started the whole collection and ended up being this. And then up here, we actually do have some anime wall scrolls. A portion of them have been signed. For instance, down below, we have Fully Cooley. Up at the top above that is Konosuba. And then next to that is Certain Scientific Railgun S. And then at the very, very, very far corner, it is Bungo Stray Dogs, which has been signed as well. Then the other ones have not been signed as of yet. Working on it. Then you even go into the bathroom here, and actually you do have a couple of wall scrolls up. Couple of them. We got a full body scroll, and then we have a special limited edition wall scroll that came with Senran Kagura and Hyperdimension, Ninja Wars. Yeah, cool game. Then, after that, we're gonna exit and show some more of the madness as we go. So down here, we actually have a One Punch Man poster that has been signed by Saitama and Genos, which is the voices of Max Middleman and Zach Aguilar, which is your main two. Then up here, we actually have a Comic Cat exclusive poster for Fate Stay Night from the original game. So this is the original artwork that was on the box for the game when it first came out. Then, let's see, behind me here, well, yeah, wait. Oh, right here we have some more wall scrolls. So, for instance, this one has been signed by Kara Walgren for Phase Zero. Right here. And then over here we have Christina Kelly signed for Mine from Akame ga Kill for both of those. Then we have Mally Rodak as the Higher Elf Archer from Goblin Slayer. And down below that we have even more Kara Walgren as Saber. So if you couldn't tell, it must be kind of my fave. One of my faves. Anyway, and then above that we have some Vic Mignogna signings. And even above that is just literally even more DVD signings just going all the way down. Then we have this Fate Limited Blade Works wall scroll that has been signed by Bryce for Shiro. And then right next door to it is the Konkole Kansai collection. And this one has a decent amount of autographs on it. Oh, and look at that. It looks like I even missed an autograph here. I didn't even see that one before. Behind the Buster Sword. Putting that back. So, just to name off a couple of names on here, we have Don M. Bennett. Then we have Leo Clark. And then Morgan Berry. And some other ones as well. And down below, that is a Sayuki poster that has been signed by Greg Aries he plays Goku. Then we got just some other odds and ends down here as well. Then as we get up above here, we actually have even more Konkole, but these are autograph figures. So all these right here are basically autograph figures. Okay, we're gonna put that back up. And this, I know, is not a Konkole Kansai collection figure. This has actually been signed by Vic for Fate Last Encore, because he voiced Robin Hood. So, anyway, and then you're probably wondering, what is on this shelf? Well, let me get to it. This is a shelf that has singlets of anime. So everything here is just single volumes of anime DVDs. Now, most of the stuff here is complete. Like, we're working on it, slowly by slowly. But a lot of these are complete series sets in singlets. And then over here we have the cast of Ruby for Team Ruby. It has been signed by all 4 girls. Down below that we have Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 that has been signed by Sarah Williams, which voices Uni, which is this character. And then it also has been signed by Morgan Berry as well. And then, as we go slowly down the hallway, we have even more. So if anybody's a big fan of Naruto, we actually have Mally Flanagan signing up there. If you like Naruto, it's there. And then 7 Deadly Sins, that one we are actually working on, but it has been signed by Erica Harlacher and Bryce Pappenbrook for Meliodas and Elizabeth. And then as we come down below, we have Black Bullet. Black Bullet has been signed by almost all the cast. The only main cast that I don't have on here is Lucy Christian. But you see you have Chris Patton, you have Christina Kelly, and you even have Jay Hickman, which plays the crazy madman with the mask at the very bottom. Just to name off some, and then we have some other odds and ends there. And then the 2 cards are, the one is signed by Tony Oliver for Lancer, and the other one is signed by Kaiji Tang. Kaiji Tang is the voice of Archer in Fate Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel. Now, a little fun fact, Tony Oliver has been the voice of Lancer since Fate Stay Night. He is on the original box set up there. Anyway, as we keep going here. So, his voice actor has never changed over time for that character. Then when we come in here, this is the guest bathroom, by the way, but it just is autographs galore. So let's go. And so up here, just starting off, we have a handful of stuff. Here is Kyle Hebert for the voice of Escanor from 7 Deadly Sins. Then we got Jay Hickman plays that robot dude. Then we have Olivia Swayze signing here, and Kyle Hebert again. And then, of course, Stephanie Niley. How could I forget? And we have Face Day Night. It is a shower curtain. Yeah, Unlimited Blade Works. And then just even more signings up here. And then comes the fun part. When you close the door, you will find a really cool Dragon Ball Z signing. So this is a wall scroll that has been signed by Christopher Sabat for Vegeta. It also has Chris Rager on it for Mr. Satan and one of the guys that voiced Majin Buu. Now, as we exit, as we go across the hall, we will find the art room. The art room has a handful of series sets, but it also has the starting of the singlet sets. All right, let's go. And then over here, just to start off, this is really cool. So it's standalone complex for Ghost in the Shell. It's the second gig, but it's the complete series sealed. So this is like all the series sets, but they are sealed, never been opened. And then you'll find just a handful of various other things, like a wall scroll on the opposite end of the door. And if you like Miraculous, Ladybug, and Cat Noir, we have a couple of signings over there in the corner. Then over here we have a Ghost in the Shell poster that has been signed by Richard Epcar, which is the voice of Bato. Then, as I mentioned earlier, there is the Kerry Walgren signing for Lavi from Last Exile, from the box that you guys saw earlier on. Then we have Black Heaven. That one has been signed by Bo, which is the main character in Black Heaven. Then we got Gungrave down there, which has also been signed by Bo. Then over here is some more odds and ends. So we got Vic Mignogna on the wall. Then we have Cynthia Crayons for those two characters there. And as we come down to the lower half, we actually have some Mobile Suit Gundam stuff. For instance, we have Char signed for Steve Bloom. So we have an original Mobile Suit Gundam signing. And then this is just the Gundam collection area. And we actually have both Chars signed. So this one has been signed by Keith Silverstein, which is Char and Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. So I have both Char signings. And that one has been also signed by Bryce for a certain character from Iron Blooded Orphans. Now, as we go above the rack, we have Robotech. All of that is just all Robotech. And that one has been signed by Richard Epcar. He actually played a captain and some other characters, to my knowledge. And then we got just a whole nother sci-fi rack. So these are other sci-fi titles. We actually do have the Irresponsible Captain Taylor complete series in the back over there, in the far corner. Far right corner. And then as we go above, this is the Star Blazers lot. So the Star Blazers one actually has the original sets, all 3 seasons. And then we have the newer updated sets of Star Blazers 2199 and 2202. And then up above that is the G-Force / Battle of the Planet / Gotchaman complete series sets. Then above that, over one anyway, is the Power Rangers helmet. And we have a Laylash of the Rebellion 1/1 scale helmet as well, of Zero's helmet. And then this is the Dragon Ball complete / Dragon Ball Z complete / GT complete. And then we have just miscellaneous odds and ends of DVDs to go with it. And then down here is the start of the Dragon Ball VHS signings. So just to start with, here's a Kid Gohan signed by Stephen Donnelly, OG Gohan. And then this one has been signed for Majin Buu. Then we have this one signed for Android 20, aka Dr. Garo, which is Kent Williams. Then we have another Majin Buu signing. It's probably a little hard to see, but there you go. If you can get a little better. All right. Then, of course, down here we have, so Christopher Sabat voices Piccolo. So this is a Piccolo signing on a VHS. Then, as we get over here, we actually have this one signed by Sean and Christopher Sabat for Goku and Vegeta. Next to that is Kyle Hebert for Teen Gohan. And then we also have this one that has been signed by Stephen Donnelly as well for the East Kai. Then we have another Dr. Garo signing, and next to that is Android 18 signed by Meredith McCoy. Then down below, this is the rest of the collection of Ghost in the Shell stuff. And one of them has been signed. I believe it is Elizabeth Maxwell for the main character. And then as we go above, up here is our Studio Ghibli. Yeah, so if you like the Ghibli collection, we have a handful of them at this moment. Next to that, in case you're wondering what the heck that box is, that is a Oh My Goddess volumes 1 through 5 box. It's an anime, and that's a VHS format box of it. And down here is we have another VHS format box, which is the Record of Lotus War complete series. And then that is the Inuyasha collection. We also have Yashahime, but Yashahime is going to be getting signed at Kamehameha this upcoming week. Yeah, all that stuff down there was all for Kamehameha for signings to get prepped. Then over here we have all of our Save Edition DVDs. So Save Edition, a little fun fact, if you don't know what they are, basically they are called the Super Amazing Value Edition, and what they are is they are complete series sets. But they just say save. They were basically the cheaper alternatives, but they're still nice. And then we have Voltron Steelbooks. All 5. Then down below that we have our Ronin Kenshin collection set. So little cool thing is we actually have 3 different formats almost complete here. We have the single DVD sets, seasons 1 through 3, complete in singlets. Then we have our medium-sized box sets of all 3 seasons, season 1, 2, 3. Then over here we have our premium boxes. I am missing 1 premium box, and then this would be a complete set. Right now I have seasons 1 and 3 for the boxes. I'll get a season 2 premium box eventually. Then down below that we have our Initial D lot. Now the Initial D has had a handful of signings. A little cool one here is actually for Steve Bloom. He voiced Ryosuke Takahashi. So he signed... No, I'm sorry. Kyosuke Takahashi. Wrong brother. It was signed by Kyosuke. And then we have... this is cool. So it's the AE86 license plate. But it has been signed by Kent because he's the voice of Bunso Fujiwara, which is the father of Takumi Fujiwara. As of yet, I have not met Takumi Fujiwara for either voice, unfortunately. And then, right now, what you are seeing is the start of the anime singlets from A through C. And then that is an Armitage lunchbox. What's cool is it actually has a limited edition figure inside, and I believe these were exclusive lunchboxes, and they only made an X amount. Where is it? Oh, right there. So this is number 60 out of 150. No, I'm sorry, 15,000. I can't read today. All right, and then over here. So some of these are actually for a more later convention. So these are going to be for in June. I'm trying to kind of get stuff together for that one as well. Anyway. And then that has been signed by Max Middleman. And it's also been signed by Kyle Hebert for Escanor. Oh, then this is a cool little piece. So it is the Goblin Slayer helmet. And it has been signed by a handful of the cast. Now, little fun fact, I almost have this complete. Like, literally I'm missing 1 signing. And unfortunately enough, it's the Goblin Slayer himself, Brad Hawkins. I have not met him yet, but once I meet him, then this will be signed by, like, all 3 of your main characters. Which would be really cool. I have 2 of your main 3 on here already signed. Then as we get over here, we have a couple more miscellaneous autographs. But some of them are very interesting and really cool. So that one has been signed by Adam MacArthur, and it also has been signed by Matthew David Rudd. Matthew David Rudd is the voice of the panda, and something funny he did was he put panda, and then he put not panda over Ann Yatko's character, to be funny. Then we have some Peanuts merch there as well. And then over here we actually have Sankrea signed by Felicia Angeal as the little sister. And then the main girl is Tia Ballard. And I do know who the third character on the left is, but I didn't have her sign it yet because I haven't seen her in a while. But anyway, Durarara has been signed as well by Carrie Walgren for Celty. And then now we're going to exit the room and get back to the part 2 lot, which is really technically the part 1 lot. This is another shelf of just singlet DVDs, starting from D through N. So this is all just singlet anime DVDs from D through N, all the way down. And then up above that, we have some more signings here. So we have Carrie Walgren signed for Saber on an exclusive Figma. The reason I can tell that is the EX number here actually tells me that it's an exclusive figure for Figma. And then this one has been signed by Bryce for Shiro. Then we have a Vic Mignogna signing for Full Metal Alchemist. Then next to that, we actually have an original Anime Legends figure box of Cowboy Bebop. What's cool about this set is it actually has the Swordfish, Spike, Faye, and Ein. So it has 3 of your main 5 characters, which I thought was pretty cool. Then, behind me, we have a Hyperdimension Neptunia wall scroll that has been signed by one of my favorite characters from the series, which is Plutia, aka Iris Heart, which is this character here. They're both the same character. But anyway, it has been signed by Shirame Lee. Amazing job. And then as we get to the top, we actually have that one signed by Leo Clark for Toga from My Hero. And next door to that, we have this one signed by Erica Harlacher, which is the little boy in Megaloblox, out of the main 3 characters. Then down below, we actually, in case you're wondering why does this have a name on it, these are just some other items that we will be bringing with us for Kamehakan. So yes, I will be actually getting the signing for David K for Sashomaru, which will be pretty cool. And then down below, we actually have some Japanese creator signings as well. And then next door to that, we have, so Bo played Jet Black in Cowboy Bebop, so had him sign that. And above that is a High School DxD that has been signed by Jamie Marchi, which is the voice of Reyes Gremory. Then we have Serval from Japari Park, aka what is it called? I know it. Okay, well, anyway, I fail on that. And then now we enter the game/anime room. This is where all the fun is, for sure. So we got like anime playing on the projector. Then we have various anime games playing on formats. I mean, man, can't go wrong, can ya? I sure can't. Then when we get over here, we actually have the figures lot. So a lot of this is miscellaneous, but some of these are actually signed. So right now you're looking at kind of the miscellaneous area of the figures. Then as we get down below here, we actually have like 2 to start. So for Burst Angel, we actually have Jamie Marchi and Monica Rial, which is the main 2 characters in Burst Angel, signed. And then here is the Dragon Ball lot. Now, what's cool about this is each character here has been signed. Not a single one on this lot, on this shelf, has not been signed. And Stefan Nonnelly is right over there for Kid Gohan. Kid Gohan. Then up above that, we have One Piece signing. Now, little fun fact, I actually have the original 4Kids signing for Luffy, and then I have the Funimation signing for Luffy. So I have both Luffy's signed. And back there is Stephanie Young's character, Nico Robin, signed. Then up above that, we have the time I got reincarnated as a slime. I have not met Brittany yet, but I have met Kristen McGuire for Millum. Then over here, we have our Saber lot. So this is all just Saber from Face Day Night, all different types and variants. And then we have a little bit of the Rin lot here as well from Face Day Night. Down below, we have even more Rin And this signing is for Berserker by John Swayze, which is one of the voices of Berserker. Little fun fact on Limited Blade Works, Berserker did not have a voice actor. Anyway, down below here, we actually have even more Rin, if that's so hard to believe. Up above, we have the Nero lot, which is all just Nero figures. And then down below we have miscellaneous, so like they are Fate characters. Some of them are from Last Encore, some of them are from Apocrypha, some are from Fate Grand Order, just depends. And then down below here we have the Sakura / Medusa, or Rider, whichever you want to call her. And this has been signed by Christina V for Sakura for Fate Stay Night Heavensfeel. And I will eventually meet the voice of Rider. But anyway, moving on. This is another miscellaneous lot. The middle one has been signed by Griffin Barnes, which plays the main master of Fate Grand Order. That's why he's signed. And then down below here, this is another rando lot, but all these little figures here are your miniature busts. So we have almost all of Collection 1 and Collection 2 of Trigun busts from 1998. And then these two in the dead center are from Last Exile as busts. Going above that, we have another just random lot. You have your main 3 characters from Jujutsu Kaisen, and the one that we're on right now is All Might, and it has been signed by Christopher Sabat. I like how he did the red, white, and blue. Then in the back, we have Adam MacArthur for his main character. And then we have Saitama, signed by Max Middleman. Then above that, we have, this is another rack that has just almost everybody signed, besides one figure in the back. But yes, so various figures signed on that shelf. Then above here, we only have technically one figure signed. But, okay, anyway. Over here, we have some more random figures. I probably should be out of your way. So you got like Sword Art Online up there, Demon Slayer, and some other ones that were just above that. But anyway, down below here, we have a mixture of Orimo with some Demon Slayer and another character from Arya the Scarlet ammo. Down here is the Madoka Magica set collection stuff. I actually have 2 signings, so I have Lauren Lando signed for Kyoko, yeah. And then the other one is signed by Christina V for Homura. Now down below that, we have just even more odds and ends figures of just randos of certain ones. And we have some other figures just kind of hiding in the bottom shelves as he's slowly going across. And then we have a little bit of manga. Now, one of my mangas was signed for Akame ga Kill by Kurumi. And it looks like in a few, if I end up going to the con in July, I can get Akame. So, there it is. So, yes, she plays her in Akame ga Kill. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Going this way. Then over there is your game lot. So this is all just straight video games, nothing else. And I actually do have, so we have our PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, a little bit of PS3 and PS4 up here. This lot all right here is our Japanese lot, because I do have a Japanese PS2, but I also have some PS3 titles as well. So here's Hyperdimension Neptunia, the very first one on PS3 for Japanese version. Then we have some anime games on PS2, believe it or not. So right there is an example of School Rumble. Then we have Fate Unlimited Codes. And the one that's actually playing on the TV to my left is Black Cat on my Japanese PS2, which is down below. And then next door to that is Robotech playing on just a plain Jane American PS2. And you will see that there is a series of other things there. And actually it's playing on the PS3, not the PS2. My bad. Yeah, and then over there we got our Halo collection, such, and yeah. Then over here we have my gaming PC setup, which actually we do have some custom keyboards here that are anime based. So this one's like just anime girl faces keyboard set, just a bunch of rando lot, and then this one is a Fate Stay Night custom keyboard set. And after that, oh yeah, so at the very beginning of the video, I was trying to explain to you guys like what we're gonna be doing. So basically, we're gonna be doing an anime review channel. But here's the way it's gonna work. There's gonna be like certain sections. So the first one would be Lost Archives. Lost Archives is gonna be where basically we'd be going over older anime that I feel you don't really hear much about and you haven't really seen them in a long time. Pretty much. And then the middle section would be more like, how do I put it? Basically, it would have been animes that came out in a certain time period that I feel they kind of just got underrated because there was other stuff at the time that was higher ranked, pretty much. Like, there was more popular stuff at that certain time period. And then the last one would be just all your mainstream, like, animes that I would obviously get around to eventually. But yeah, before we go, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks.